This is the Roulette Master. One of my subscribers, Stevie, says that he just retired after 39 years in the casino industry, and now he's making money playing roulette online. I can't wait to share with you the system he's using. He calls this Spin It to Win It, and today we're going to put his system up against a modification of the Holy Grail that was just sent in by one of my subscribers, George. He said it is unbelievable, and it's so simple, but it makes it a much, much better system. So we're going to start with that first, and then we'll get to Spin It to Win It by Stevie, and let's go ahead and get started. So George is saying to pick the two 12s that have hit the most recently. In this case, that'd be third 12 and second 12. Let's go ahead and spin, and here we go. And for those of you who don't know and haven't seen the original Holy Grail system, it has a win number that you have to get to reset. This one's going to be definitely different than that. We're up $10 after one spin. Let's see what we're at now. Would be second 12 and third 12 are the last two to hit. And here we go. Every time we get to session profit or we make another $10, we're going to reset with this system. And that is a 5 red. And that is a loss there. So we're going to go from 10 to 20. And now we'll be on first 12 and second 12, the last two to hit. Let's go ahead and spin. So the original system, you have to reach a profit goal of 150. This one resets anytime you get in new profit. And that's a win right there. Fantastic. So we're going to go back to 10, and we'll be on second 12 and first 12. The last two to hit, and let's go ahead and spin here. All right, and we're always going to be betting on the last two dozens to hit, so it's going to continually change. The original always bet on first and second 12, so that's a win there. And we're up $20 now, and we'll be betting on second 12 and first 12, the last two dozens to hit. Let's go ahead and spin. Again, this was a modification of the original Holy Grail sent in by one of my subscribers, George. And Spin It to Win It by Stevie will be coming up here shortly. That is a loss there, so we're going to increase from 10 to 20. The last two to hit are still the same since we hit 0. So we'll go from 10 to 20. This is a $40 total bet. You definitely have to keep track of session profit with this one, so we'll keep an eye on that. And that's a 20 black. Okay, that's a $20 win. So we're up $20, and let's go back to 10. We'll be on second 12 and first 12. And if you're at or above session profit, you can go ahead and restart. But let's start getting some wins here. That's an 11 black. And that's a $10 win. So fantastic. We're up $30 now. That's our new session profit. We'll be on first and second for 10 each. And I think the original system, having a $150 profit goal without resetting, definitely did add some risk that wasn't necessary. And that's a $10 win. We're up $40 now. So that's new profit goals. And we'll be on first and second still, because the last two dozens to hit are first and second. Here we go. And that's a 12 red. Okay, that's another $10 win, so we're up $50 now. And we'll be on first and second. Still the last two dozens to hit. And I can't wait to share with you the new system of the day coming up here. And looks fantastic. That's a $10 win. And we're up $60. Now we'll still be on first and second for 10. And yeah, Stevie's been working in the casino industry for 39 years and just retired. And this is the system he's using to make money. And let's see how it does today. But right now, this is George's modification of the Holy Grail. We're up $70. We'll be on first and second still, because those are the last two dozens to hit. And here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's an 18 red. Okay, that's a $10 win. So we're already up $80 with this Holy Grail modification. And we'll be on first and second still, because those are still the last two dozens to hit. We haven't had a third 12 in a while. And there it is. That's a 36 red, so we lost that one. So now all of a sudden we're going to go from 10 to 20, but we'll be on second and third. See, it keeps moving to the last two that win. And here we go. Let's see what we get on this one. Okay, that's an 8 black, and I think we just lost that one as well. So we're going to go from 20 each to 30 each, and we'll be on first 12 and third 12. Okay, but we want to remember, how much we were up there at 80. We need to get back at least 2 there before we reset. And that's a 30 red. That's a win. Okay, so we'll stay right there. We're up 50. And so we'll have 30 on third 12 and 30 on first 12. Still the last two to hit. Let's see if we can get another win here. But we lost that one. That's a 17 black. So again, we keep betting on the one that hit last, or the last two that hit last. So we'll be going from 30 to 40, and we'll be on second and third. So now we have an $80 total bet. You can see for the first time we're down a little bit, but that's okay. We'll talk about bankroll and everything else. This is definitely requires a little patience, but really good system. So we lost again. So we're going to go from 40 to 50, and we'll be on first 12 and second 12, the last two to hit. You can see we're minus 90, and here we go. Let's get back where we need to be. That's a 29 black. That's another loss. So we're going to go from 50 to 60. Now we'll be on third 12 and first 12. Minus 190. We still have plenty of time to come back and make some money with this system. And that's a 7 red. I think we got the win there. We did, so we stay at 60 each. And we're at minus 130. We'll be on first 12 and third 12. The last two to hit. Let's go ahead and spin. Let's get some wins here. All right, 27 red. That's a good win. So we stay right where we're at till we get back up 80. We're at minus 70 right now. And you can see that was a $60 win. So we'll still be at 60 on third 12 and first 12. The last two to hit. And let's spin, see if we can keep the second dozen away. All right, we got another win on 34 red. Fantastic. So that was a win, and that was at 60 each. So actually, we're still first 12 and third 12, so we don't have to place those back out. Again, we can just spin. Again, we're trying to get back up to at least 80 where we were before. But this isn't a profit goal thing. It's just session profit that we're trying to reach, and that's a $60 win. We're up 50. So you can see those are still at 60, and we're still on first and third. So let's just repeat that bet and spin again. And again, this is a Holy Grail modification by one of my subscribers, George, and we just lost that one. So we're going to go from 60 to 70, and we'll be on second 12 and first 12. The last two to hit. And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. All right. That's a 24 black. All right, and that's a win. Fantastic. So we stay at 70, and the last two to hit are still first and second. So you can see we're back to where we started. Let's get back to that $80 profit and then make some more. Here we go. That's a 22 black. All right, so we're only $10 away from that, and it's still first and second. Let's go ahead and spin again here. All right, we got it. That's a 15 black. So now we're in new session profit, and we're up $140. So we're going to go back to 10 now, and we'll be on second and first. And let's go ahead and spin. So all it takes to reset with this one is just getting back to where we were before or getting ahead again. We don't have to get another $100 or anything like that. We just have to achieve some new session profit. We're up 150, and let's see what those bets were. We're on first and second, and those are still the last two to hit, so we can just rebet, and we're always betting on the last two dozens to hit. And that's a 27 red. I think that's a loss. It is. So we go to 20. And now we'll be on third and first for 20 each. Okay, and we want to remember that we were just over 150 there, and let's go ahead and spin. And that's a 12 red. Okay, that's a $20 win. Fantastic. So let's go ahead now. We'll be on third 12 and first 12 still. Let's go ahead and spin. 20 and 20. That's a 19 red. Okay, that's a loss. So we'll go from 20 to 30, and we'll be on second 12 and third 12. $60 total bet. Let's go ahead and spin. So I think there's a lot of really good stuff with the Holy Grail, and I think this is an improvement. And that's a $30 win there. We're up 140. We're going to put 30 now on third 12 and second 12 again because those are the last 2 dozens to hit. If we get a win here, we'll have new session profit again. And that's a 17 black. All right, so that's a $30 win. We're up $170. Fantastic. So we'll be on second 12 and third 12 for 10 each. Let's go ahead and spin. And here we go. That's a 13 black. That's another win. Fantastic. We're up $180. You want to keep track of that with this system. And we're still on second and third because those are the last 2 dozens to hit. So the bets are constantly moving around, unlike the original. That's a 21 red. And that's a $10 win. Fantastic. So we're up 190. And let's see if we're still on second and third. We are. So those are the last 2 to hit still. Let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. That's a 6 black. Okay, that's a loss. So we're going to go from 10 to 20, and we'll be on first 12 and second 12. We're up 170, and let's go ahead and spin. And let's see if we can get a win here. That's a 32 red. And that's a loss. So we're going to go from 20 to 30. We'll be on third 12 and first 12. And $60 total. Let's see if we can get back up to 170 or higher. And here we go. That's a 3 red. All right, fantastic. And we're up 160. So now we're going to have 30 on first and third. Those are still the last 2 dozens to hit. If we get one here, we'll be in new session profit. But I think we lost that one. That's a 24 black, and we did. So we're going to go from 30 to 40. We'll be on first and second. Okay, we're up 100, but we need to get back to about at least 170 before resetting. And that's our session profit level. That's a 17 black. All right, that's a good win there. We'll stay at 40. We're up 140. And we'll be on first and second. Those are still the last 2 dozens to hit. And here we go. That's a 33 black. All right, and that's a loss. So we're going to go from 40 to 50. And we'll be on second and third. Okay, so we're up 60, trying to get back to 170, the session profit level. And that's a 25 red. Okay, that's a good win at 50. We're up 110 now. And second and third dozens are still the last 2 to hit, so we stay at 50 each, 100 total. That's a 29 black. That's another win. Fantastic. We're up 160, only $10 away from that. So second and third dozens are still the last 2 to hit. We'll stay right here. Try to establish some new session profit, and we did. That's a 36 red. Fantastic. So our new session profit now is $210, and we'll be on third 12 and second 12, and we'll be resetting back to 10. Because we're in new session profit, and this is doing great so far. It started out a little rough, but I really like the modifications by George here on the Holy Grail. And we're up to 20. We'll be on third 12 and second 12. Let's go ahead and spin again here. Let's see if we can get a win on second and third. I think we did. That's a 21 red, and that's a win. So now we're up $230. And we'll still be on second and third. Those are still the last 2 dozens to hit. I like how the bets move around. I like how the goals are much more achievable, because all you have to do is establish new session profit instead of achieving $150 like the original. We're up $240 now, and second and third dozens are still the last 2 to hit. And here we go. So we're still betting on those, and that's another win on 34 red. I like it. All right, we're up 250 now, and we'll still be on second and third. There's still the last 2 dozens to hit, and here we go. That's a 24 black. All right, that's a win. We're up 260, and we'll be on second and third still. There's still the last 2 dozens to hit, and let's see if we can get some more wins. And we lost that one, though. That's a 6 black. So we'll go from 10 to 20, and now we'll be on first and second. And we're up 240. We need to get back up there to around 250 to 260 to reset. And that's a 9 red. All right, that's a win. There's 260 right there, so we can reset. We'll be on first and second.
No more bet.
All right, let's get some wins. Here we go. And that's a win. That's a 3 red. Fantastic. Okay, we're up 270, and we'll be on first and second. Last 2 dozens to hit. And here we go. That's a 2 black. That's another win there, and we're up $280 with this modification by George of the Holy Grail. And we'll still be on first and second. Let's spin again here. This is going really well. That's another win, 13 black. All right. So we're just picking up $10 with every spin. We're up $290, and we'll still be on first and second because there's still the last 2 dozens to hit. And here we go. That's a 5 red. And that's a win. We're currently up $300. So we'll be on first and second for 10 and spin. And it's amazing how sometimes the modifications that are the best don't change a lot. They just change a few things, and that really make a difference. And that's a $10 win there. We're up $310, and we'll be on first and second for 10 each. All right, here we go. So this is going really well for George's modification of the Holy Grail. That's a 35 black, but we just lost that one, so we'll go from 10 to 20. We'll be on second and third. We're currently up 290. We need to get back to about 310, and here we go. And that's a 36 red. Okay, so we can go ahead and restart. We'll be on second and third. Let's go ahead and spin again, see if we can rack up some wins here. Okay, that's a 2 black. And we lost that one, so we're going to go to 20. We'll be on first and third. 420. We're up 290. Need to get back to 310 or above. Here we go. That's a 7 red. Okay, we're back up there, so we'll be on first and third. $20 total bet, and let's spin. That's a 13 black. That's a loss, so we'll go second for 20 and first for 20. Last 2 dozens to hit. And let's go ahead and spin here. That's a 25 red. That's a loss. So we'll go from 20 to 30, and we'll be on second and third for 30 each. We're currently up 250, and let's go ahead and spin. That's a 27 red. That's a $30 win. So we're up $280, and we'll be on second and third again for 30.
No more bet.
And this will be our last spin. Oh, but we lost that one? Okay. And even with that loss there at the end, we still made $220, but we would have probably got that back and got much higher with the profits. But I hope you enjoyed this modification of the Holy Grail by George. The 2 main modifications were, number 1, that you don't have to get the 150 profit goal to reset. Any new profit at all resets you. Number 2, the bets are always the last 2 dozens to hit. They don't stay on first and second dozen. So pretty simple modification, but very effective, and I think it's much better. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments as usual. But now it is time for the new roulette system of the day. I can't wait to share this one with you. Let's go ahead and jump right into it and get started. All right, the time is finally here for the new Spin It to Win It roulette system by Stevie. And he's been working 39 years in the casino industry, and now he's retired and making money in the casino. So let's go ahead and place the bets, and I'll show you what he's been up to. We're going to start with some corner bets, and these ones right here. And then we're also going to have some split bets, and let's go ahead and place those. Just like that. And this is a $40 starting bet. Let's go ahead and spin. All right, here we go. That's a 24 black to start. Okay, that's a loss, and we're going to keep track of losses with this system. We're just going to rebet and spin. We have 1 loss, and there's a lot of systems where you need 2 consecutive losses to increase. This one's going to be a little bit different. Okay, This one's going to be 2 total losses. So that is a $5 win there. You can see we're down a little bit because of that first loss that we had. But let's go ahead and spin. So we have to remember that we have 1 loss right now. Even though we got the win, we're keeping track of total losses. That's a 7 red. Okay, now we do have 2 total losses. So we doubled the bet from 40 to 80. You can see we're minus 75. So we started out, with some losses. But now let's see if we can get some wins. Oh my goodness, a 0. Not the best. Let's rebet and spin.
No more bets.
And we keep track that we have 1 loss. So even if we get a win here, once we get another loss, we will double. And that's a 12 red. All right, that's a $100 win, but we still have 1 loss. So we just rebet and spin. We keep track of that because once we get another loss, they don't have to be 2 consecutive, 2 total. We double the bet. Okay, that's a $10 win. We're at minus 45. Let's rebet and spin here. Tried to hit the 0 again, didn't it? That's a 26 black, but that's still a loss. That's 2 losses, not consecutive, but 2 total. So we double from 80 to 160. So we're starting out kind of slow, but let's turn this thing around. That's a 17 black. That's another loss. So we'll keep track of that in our head. Let's go ahead and spin again here and see what we get. That's a 3 red. My goodness, 2 more losses. Let's double again. We're at 320 already. That's pretty crazy with this many numbers covered, but it can happen. Let's turn this thing around. Come on. That's a 13 black. Okay, that's a $400 win. Not bad. Not bad there. So we're just going to rebet and spin. And when we get in a new session profit, we're going to restart. That's a 32 red. That's a $40 win. So now we're at minus 5. We're still not in session profit. We're gonna spin here, and let's see what we get. Let's spin it to win it, and that's an 18 red. All right, that's a $400 win. We're up $395, and obviously now we're gonna reset back to where we started, back to the original $40 bet, and spin. And you can see we're covering splits. And then all these corners here, each one is $5, and this is a $2,000 bankroll system. We're resetting when we have session profit, which is any new profit, and that's a loss right there. So we're going to keep track of that in our head, and we're up 355. Even if we get a win here, we still have 1 loss, so we need to remember that. And that's a 16 red. Okay, that's a $50 win. So, but we still. But if you do get new session profit, you restart the counting, which we just did. So let's go ahead and do that. That's an important part of this. Even though you count the total losses, if you achieve new session profit on 1 win, you do reset. So there's 1. Let's rebet. And if we get 2 total losses, we double. But now we just have 1 total loss because we reset that count with new session profit. Okay, that's a $50 win. Fantastic. We're at 415. We're back in session profit. And let me see what. There, I took that one off accidentally. Let's go ahead and spin. So when you get new session profit, you just reset regardless. And that's a 20 black, but it's total losses, not consecutive losses. That's a $5 win. We're at 420. All right, let's go ahead and spin again here. All right, that's a 33 black. And that's a loss. We'll keep track of these total losses. We're up 380. And here we go again. Let's see what we get on this one. That's a 6 black. That's 2 total losses. So we're going to double the bet. And we're still up 340. And here we go again. That's a 4 black. Okay, that's a $10 win. We're up 350, but not in session profit, so we're continuing to go at the same amount. Oh no, another 0. My goodness. Okay, so we got to keep track of that loss. We're at let's spin again here. If we lose 2 total, we'll double the bet again. And Stevie says you can also play this with dollar units. Just divide the $2,000 bankroll You're going to go from 5 to 1, so you divide it by 5. So you take 5 into 2,000, then you have a $400 bankroll. So we're up 280. Let's rebet and
No
spin,
more
and here we go. That's a 19 red. Okay, that's a $10 win. But remember, we still have one loss, so keep that in mind.
No more bets.
Let's spin again, because they're not 2 consecutive losses, it's 2 total losses. And that's a 2 black. That's a $10 win. We're up $300, but not in session profit.
No more bets.
So we rebet and spin. That's a 21 red. Now that is our 2 total losses. Not 2 consecutive, 2 total. So we double from 80 to 160. And let's get a win here. That's a 17 black. That's another loss. So we keep track of that in our head.
No more
We
bets.
need 2 total. That's one of the 2. That's a 35 black. Okay, that's a $20 win. We're up 80 now. Let's rebet and
No
spin.
more bets.
One more loss and we'll need to double again. That's why we have a $2,000 bankroll or a $400 bankroll for dollar units. Remember that as well. There's 2 losses. We need to double the bet, and that's 2 total losses.
No
And
more
again, this is why we have the $2,000 bankroll for $5 units or the $400 bankroll for dollar units. All right, that's a $400 win. And we're back up 320. We're not in session profit, so we can just stay right here. And we're pretty close, though. Let's see what we get on this one. That's a 33 black. That's a loss, so we're going to rebet and
No
spin.
more bets.
But we probably should reset even if we're not in session profit if we're that high in the bet. So keep that in mind. And that's 2 back to back. That's why you would want to do that. So we're at minus 320. We lost 2 total. We need to
No more
double.
bets.
But I should have told you guys if you're that high and you get that high in the progression, you should reset. But that's a 31 black. That's an $80 win. We're at minus 240.
No
Let's
more
rebet and spin. That would have been much smarter, and I'm sure Stevie would agree. And that's a 24 black. And that's another loss. My goodness. Okay, so now we've lost about half the bankroll, so we definitely should have reset when we got back up over 300, and that's a 30 red. But that's an $800 win there. Fantastic. So now's the point where you have to decide, am I going to reset here at minus 80, or am I going to continue at this 640 bet?
No
I'm going to
more.
continue with the 640 bet. We've had 1 loss. Or actually, I'm sorry, we haven't had, not at the 640, so we could have 2 at 640. That's an $80 win. Let's just rebet and
No
spin
more.
here. And remember, you can do this with dollar units and a $400 bankroll. You don't have to do this $2,000 bankroll with $5 units. So that's a loss. Let's go ahead and just rebet and spin, and let's see if we can get a win here. That's a 12 red. Look at that. That's an $800 win. So now we're back up 160. And now this is where I'm going to tell you, you really should at least regress. Now the system says that you want to stay at this level until you're in session profit. What I would say, and I think Stevie would probably agree with, is to go at least go back a little bit in the progression. So let's go ahead and just be smart and reset and build it back up. We're up 160. I've already showed you maybe the wrong way to do it when you're not in session profit, and you have way too, when we were at 320, I think, profit, we weren't in session profit, but we tried to get back there. And if your bets are really high, you should really reset at that point. So let's just go ahead and reset back to the original 40. So I'm going to show you a little bit of being conservative now instead of going for it all the time. So that's another thing to think about with these systems that people send in. I guarantee you there are certain situations where they wouldn't completely agree with trying to get back to session profit, and that is one of them. So now we're at 210. Let's rebet and spin. And you'll probably say, well, if you stayed at that 640 level, you would have won another $800 there. And that's right. but you don't want to put your bankroll in jeopardy if you don't have to. And we're still up $215. So, so I think I should, earlier I should have said, you know what, I think Stevie would have reset here, but it worked out okay, and we're up 220. Let's rebet and spin. So there's always times when there's an exception to the session profit rule, depending on how high your bets are. Sometimes you just have to be smart about it. That's a $50 win. We're up 270. Let's go ahead and spin again. And obviously, a couple of those wins at the high bet level would have paid $800 a piece. But you have to be smart about it when you are still doing really well, and you have to be a little bit conservative at times. We're up 275. Let's rebet and spin. Here we go. This is Spin It to Win It by Stevie, and this is a 1 red, and that's a $5 win. We're up 280. And again, Stevie just retired from casino work after 39 years of service, and now he's been making money with this one online, and that's a $40 loss there. So keep track of that in our head. We're going to spin again. If we get 2 total losses, not 2 consecutive, we double the bet. And that's a 17 black. That is 2 total losses and 2 consecutive losses, but again, it's not consecutive with this system. It's total. You got to keep track of them. Not hard. And let's see what we get here. That's a 13 black. All right, that's a $100 win. So we're up 300. We can go ahead and reset back to 40. And see, we're still building it back up pretty good, pretty quickly. So it's not totally necessary to make a lot or to have a lot of risk. That's another nice $50 win. We're up 350 now. We're building it back up, and that's why when you can protect your bankroll, it's always smart to do so. That's a 32 red. That's a $5 win. We'll take it. We're up 355. Let's go ahead and spin again here. And that's a 16 red. Okay, that's another $50 win. Fantastic. We're up 405. Let's spin again. That's a 1 red. That's a $5 win. We're up 410. Let's go ahead and spin again here. We got a couple minutes left with this one. Can't wait to see how this closes it out. That's a 14 red. That's a loss, so we keep track of that in our head. It's 2 total losses. Again, not 2 consecutive. And that's a 36 red. And that's 2 total. So let's go ahead and double the bet from 40 to 80 and spin. That's a 6 black. And that's a loss. So we keep track of that. We don't double yet. Even if we win this one, we still have that 1 loss. Remember that. That's a 7 red. But that's 2 more losses, 2 total losses. So we go to 160. And let's go ahead and spin. That's a bunch of losses in a row. Let's see if we can get some wins now. That's a 1 red. Okay, that's a $20 win. We're up 190. Let's go ahead and spin again here. That's a 35 black. All right, that's another $20 win. We're up 210. Let's rebet and spin again. And that's a 10 black. That's a loss, so we'll keep track of that in our head. Let's spin again. If we lose again, we'll need to double the bet. That's a 26 black. That's 2 more consecutive losses. Now we're minus 110, so we'll be at 320 total now, and we'll start counting again here. That's a 14 red. That's another loss. So if we get 1 more of those, we'll have to double again. That's a 25 red. All right, that's a $400 win. Let's just rebet and spin. We're not in session profit, so we just keep it right there. That's a 33 black. Okay, that's a loss though, so we're at minus 350. We're going to go ahead and spin again, and if we lose this one, we'll need to double the bet. That's a 27 red. All right, that's a $400 win. We're up $50 and time just expired. So we were doing really well with this one. We ended up winning, but we were not as much profit as we were before. But let me know what you think about this one down in the comments. And if you don't have a new system to send in, that's okay. You can also send in modifications of previous systems like George did with the first system today of the Holy Grail. And whether it's a new system you created or a modification of another system that makes it better, I would love to hear from you. Remember to send those in to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. That's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. And that new Holy Grail did great today. This one did really good for a while. It still made money, so thank you, Stevie, for sending this one in. And I'm glad to hope you enjoy your retirement after all those years in the casino. And look forward to hearing from everybody. Again, let me know if you can make a system better or if you have a new system. That would be great. And if you're enjoying the channel and the search for the best roulette system possible each and every day, like I really enjoy, please like, share, and subscribe. And let's keep growing this great community of people that love playing roulette. Again, that's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. This is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.
Grant and Linda down on their luck in a smoky back room, felt like they were stuck. They heard about a man with a gambling plan, the roulette master who'd lend a steady hand. Said spin the wheel and watch where it lands. There's a